Ink jots my thoughts and obliges me to choke. Unravel me like a secret, read me like a promise, and keep me like an oath, dearest Vivian, are the words written on my bare flesh to evade the cruelty of descending into madness. When, out of sudden, I am brought back to my senses, when a sudden thrust is audible, I quickly gather my belongings that exist merely of two things, a pen and a filthy notebook that I found. Then I take a mental note to come back so that I can inspect the ruins of this area that has perhaps earned the title home. After, I shove my items into a bag I found laying on the floor. It's shredded to pieces, but I suppose that'll do. I take a glance at the door ajar and take it as a sign to hurry. Carefully, I slide the window down to my right and make sure that my eyes and hair are hidden. This pretend play is not smart, and I do not all excel at acting, but my efforts will serve some purpose, eventually. I turn my head away and begin walking atop the pavement relentlessly, pretending that everything is fine. My best friend is dead. No, she is just gone. You are the cause of it, Elias. My thoughts come to a temporary end when I feel my hand laid on my shoulders. Have you heard of Elias Everett? He asks. I am Elias Everett. Never heard of him. The man sighs, disappointment clear in his tone. He leaves, and I wish to run after him and speak the truth. I am my past, present, and future. I am Elias Everett. The word sharp like a knife, unfortunately tangible. 6 deadly syllables that destroy and wither. 6 seconds of one precious thing wasted by ignorance. And the burning embers of fire, not the most beautiful thing one could recall. But darling dear is dead. You are the most beautiful thing I've ever looked at. And I think myself strange, I agree that others would too, for having such a perspective. But it is really not out of the ordinary, or perhaps I'm sick at heart. Something fatal. I pledge to be yours if you pledge to be mine. We will live through weak and weary, wild and wondrous, but that will not work, for I have let go of you like a girl to her girlhood. And it does not make sense. Nothing does. I broke your soul and fate like an oath, a misled promise to the inevitable truth. I ponder, but there is no responder to my nerving thoughts, and the regret is so painful. It hurts. I am hurt. I am hurt. Or do I just hurt those I love? Do I even love? And what is the cost of being loved? I want to be the love, not the lover. I want to be the poem, not the poet. I want to be the crime committed, not the criminal. I want to be a result, not the process. I want to be the fantasy, not the fantasizer. Alas, I want to have a cause in this hell. I wanted to have a purpose, because maybe, just maybe, I could sort through catastrophic blues. Or maybe something even better. Death could wrap my soul in singing beautiful ballads. Yes, that would be fascinating. But desires are just desires. You cannot alter the future. There's only much you can do, and I don't presume anyone will bless me with the gift of being at peace with myself. The miserable, haunting knowledge that no one will or could possibly understand makes me run from daylight. No one would even dare and stand to listen to me speak about my problems, because it's just charity. People don't care, never did, never will, unless it's profitable to them. They do not give a damn. But family will love you unconditionally, forever will. People say, oh, precious people, what's to happen if you do not have parents? What if your family is dead? What if they do not define as your blood? What if they swear to exile you from the world? What happens then? You tell me. Tell me. Bent down to the street, lined with cement as gray as the gloom today. I run my hand across the remains of my palm. A scar that is close to being fully healed, and the letters that mark the palm of my hand. Write down your plans on the back of your hands until you feel alive. Until you feel the misery in your soul turn something beautiful. Write until the torture becomes the sweetest thing one could bear. Like a cherry on top that self-restraining and never-ending tries to endure. Write until their words do not feel like bullets on flesh, but words stained like blood on your palms, like my best friend's blood. My stomach is tied in knots, and I think I am mad. How do you become self-aware of your madness when everybody around you is already drowning in it? I still remember the crimson-like shade stained throughout my palms, and the madness situation implied. There, her body lay, slowly descending to the floor within each star of the sky. My thoughts were flowing as though a river, fast and furious, unwilling to end this crisis. And although I was able to escape a far worse situation than this, it felt like I had been stuck or either trapped in a labyrinth. The irony of it is mad, though. I killed my best friend on the 13th of September. I was the one who took her life due to cowardice, to the fear that someone would find out about my sworn fate. And the last syllable was said by my friend I remember vividly. You have broken your promise, for I am not the keeper of your being anymore. The night I took my best friend's life is a day engraved everywhere. Selfishness always beats greed, Vivian Emrys. I take my notebook out of my filthy bag and I write until ink runs through my veins. Dearest Vivian, I hope you live a good life. I am sorry for killing you, but I hope you know the reason. You were the one who forced me to kill you, and now I have to pay the price and risk for letting you go. I hope this message finds you never. And in your preference, you would rather be the crime committed and not the criminal. And for this, I think of you strange, but really, who am I to speak? Farewell, your most poisonous friend, most sweetest nemesis. I bet that if we ever bumped into each other, you would pretend to know me. Elias mumbles while Vivian refuses to accept the truth. No, I would never do that. He laughs, but it lacks its sincerity. And what are you doing right now?